Hello everyone, the Hobbyist Vlogs here. First, I would like to apologize to my subscribers. I don't have that much of subscribers, but I would like to apologize anyways because it took me a few months to post a new video again. So today, what I will be discussing is the most crucial part of your car in context of safety. I think we would agree that the most crucial part of the car in terms of safety is not the airbags, but instead it is just second the braking system of your car, because without this your car will never stop. So what are the things that we will be discussing today is I will answer some few questions from this vlog. Is the first thing is when you should be cleaning or have your brake calipers and brake drums cleaned. So it depends. If your car just have calipers, then straight up those calipers should be cleaned as well. So I think it is safe to say that you have to have those parts, specifically the calipers and brake drums, cleaned every 5,000 kilometers or every change oil or PMS. The reason behind that is those parts are usually most likely exposed to lots of contaminants. You have moisture, you have sand, you have dirt, and other contaminants that you can think about. If you are living on flooded places, of course, clearly those salt water or maybe contaminated water is the contaminants of your braking system when it comes to calipers and brake drums. So, second thing is when should you be flushing your whole braking system? When I say flushing, you have to empty your brake master, which is here, okay, and you have to bleed all of your calipers and brake drums, so you can also bleed your ABS system. Most modern cars have ABS system, but if you don't have ABS system like 2012 Vios or cars that you don't have the ABS module, then straight up you still have to bleed them out, because even if you replace or do suction on your brake master and replace it with a new fluid, those fuel lines still contains the old brake fluid, so you have to bleed it to have them flushed totally. Okay, so um, some of you might ask, why do you need, or is it necessary to flush your brake master? Because brake fluid lives almost the lifetime of your car, right? That is correct. But the problem here is you will notice after 3 years, so that's what I recommend, 3 years, or let's say 70,000 kilometers or 60,000 kilometers, you have to flush your entire braking system. You will notice if your car starting to reach its age, like 3 years or so, this starts to get dirty. So if I will put a flashlight in here, as you can see, it's still clean and yellowish, right? Because this is just a 2-year-old car. So I'm expecting this to get dirty on its third year. And normally, it doesn't really get dirty because the fuel, and not fuel, sorry, the brake system as a whole is sealed. There's no way that it can be contaminated from the outside debris, water, or so. But um, some of the brake lines can like accumulate or get moisture from outside to inside of it. But the good thing is your brake fluids are glycol based, especially for dot 3 and dot 4, and that neutralizes the water and stop corrosion as much as possible. Now, the question is why it gets dirty, okay? Even if it's sealed. So, to answer that question, these are parts that can wear in due time. So you can prevent having it break down totally. You can take care of it. Even you do the flushing and all of the maintenance. Clearly, you can take care of it, but you can stop the natural wear and tear and deterioration of the rubbers, because inside the brake master, and your calipers and in your brake drums piston, you have those rubbers, and rubbers deteriorates in due time. If you have a Japanese car or basically a car which is all of the parts is still in stock or from the manufacturer or dealer, those parts are original. Those rubbers live almost the lifetime of the car, but there's no way you can stop its deterioration. So, um, going back to the brake master, why it gets dirty, the main reason behind that is that those rubbers here, so the flow rate of, not the flow rate, the flow of your brake master when you press your gas pedal, not the gas pedal, but rather your braking pedal, you will notice that it gets hard to press, maybe in mid of it or upper mid of it, because you're creating pressure and you're trying to push down all of the fluids from the master to your fuel, not fuel lines, I keep saying fuel, your brake system lines, like these tubes coming from the ABS or so. So, so from that um, concept, you're just, the flow of the brake fluid is just one way. It is not the other way around. So if you press the pedal, you're pushing fluid from here, from the cylinder of this brake master to your brake lines. Now, when you depress your foot, remove your foot from the brake pedal, it never goes back. It goes back, the fluid goes back, removes the pressure. It can like go back a little bit from the cylinder, but it doesn't really go back to the master or the container of your fluid. That's why it keeps it clean. Now, the problem is, from this cylinder of the master, your rubbers deteriorates, as I mentioned before. As your car ages, like ages 6, 7 years, if it's a Japanese car, um, again, it is inevitable. There's nothing you can do to stop it. Those rubbers will start to deteriorate, and you will notice that this is getting dirty because of the backflow. Those rubber are now starting to allow old brake fluid from your braking system tubes like this to come back from the caliper, or from your brake dam. It goes back to this cylinder of the brake master to your fluid container, and that is the main reason why it is getting dirtier as the time goes by. So is there a way to stopping it? No, not really, but you can prolong the lifespan of those rubbers uh, if you constantly flushing this your braking system every 3 years, or 60 or 70,000 kilometers. So that's why we have this kind of preventive maintenance. So another question that we will be answering. So let's say you're doing it properly, but are you using the correct type of fluid or brake fluid to your braking system? So there's one way to know. So you have this brake master cap right here. Let me remove this and show it to you real quick. Okay, you will notice that it indicates that it is compatible for .3 or .4 brake fluid from a sealed container. So this car, my Nissan Navara, is compatible for .3 and .4 brake fluids, but you are allowed, but I do not recommend mixing them together. So I believe the stock uses .3. So if you decided to change to .4 or upgrade it to .4, you have to flush the system first and fill it with a .4 rating brake fluid. I think I saw Bendix and I think Prestone already have .4. And then once you flush that, you have to bleed them out from the ABS to your brake calipers and brake drums. You have to bleed them out so that the entire system will now use the .4 rating fluid, because based on my research, if you mix .3 and .4, it will actually, in general, it will deteriorate the fluid itself. So that is the reason why. Now, can you upgrade to .5? So I do not recommend upgrading to .5 because .3 and .4, they have one thing in common. They are glycol based, and .5 are silicon based. So it is not compatible. The silicon base is not compatible to the components of the dot 3 and dot 4 compatible braking system. You will break your rubbers from the master. That's the first thing, and also you can also break or cause damage to your ABS system or module. So please refrain on upgrading to dot 5. The components, your car's component is probably not ready for that. Likewise, if you have a sports car where probably you have higher rating or higher tier of braking system, maybe it is using dot 5. I'm not sure if you have higher like dot 6, but and likewise you can't downgrade to dot 4 or dot 3 because your car is performance based and it is not, its component, it is not ready for the glycol based fluid, which is the dot 3 and dot 4. So in conclusion, you stick and trust what is written to your brake master or brake fluid containers cap. Okay, so if it says dot 3 only, then explicitly it's for dot 3 only. If it says dot 3 or dot 4, it is interchangeable, but do not mix them together. If it says dot 5, then stick to dot 5 only. And clearly, even if it states not dot 5 only, it is a rule of thumb not to downgrade if your specification is already high, because again you can cause damage to your entire braking system. I think that is it. My mine is pretty clean. So I hope in this video I was able to stop you from overthinking what I need to do. Maybe I can upgrade my fluid without like following the specifications. I would also wanted to stop you from or refrain you from experimenting with your fluids, even if it's not compatible to your car, because it is not worth it. It will just cost you more time. It will cause you more harm rather than rewarding stuff. So or rewarding feeling. So anyway, I hope you like this video, and if you have any comments, wanted to discuss something, please leave your comments in the comment section, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.